You think you are pulling into fast food because you are hungry. But the decision can start earlier than that. Before the menu, before the smell, before the first bite, the brand is already working on you. That is why so many fast food chains keep coming back to the same visual formula: red, yellow, and zero patience. It looks like branding. It works like pressure. The myth is that these colors simply make you hungry. That is too simple. If color alone were the whole answer, every food brand would use the same palette. They do not. So what is really happening? Fast food chains are not just trying to sell food. They are trying to get noticed fast, feel familiar instantly, and make the decision feel easy before you slow down enough to question it. Look at a drive-through sign from the road. You do not study it. You catch it in a flash. Red feels urgent. Yellow feels bright and immediate. Together, they are built for fast recognition. That is the first payoff. The real job of the color combo is not creating hunger. It is speeding up attention. But then, why not use other loud colors? Because attention alone is not enough. The brand also has to feel quick, cheap, familiar, and ready right now. That is the trade-off. Blue can feel calm or premium, but also cold. Black can feel expensive, but also heavy or slow. Green can feel fresh, but also healthy, careful, and restrained. That is not always the emotional lane fast food wants. Red and yellow do something more useful for this category. They signal heat, energy, brightness, and speed. Not a craving by themselves, but a fast lane into one. Think of it like a casino using lights and sound. The machine does not force your hand. It makes acting feel easier than stopping. Fast food colors work the same way. They do not create hunger out of nothing. They make the brand feel immediate. That is the mechanism. Then repetition makes it stronger. When the same colors keep showing up on signs, wrappers, menus, apps, and storefronts, they stop feeling like decoration and start feeling like a shortcut. By then, you are not just seeing colors. You are seeing a cue for a fast, familiar reward. That is why the obvious fix, just changing the logo color, would not really solve the system. The color is only one part of a bigger operating model built around visibility, impulse, familiarity, and repetition. And that is why so many brands in this space keep drifting towards similar palettes. Nobody had to force a rule. The combinations that got noticed, remembered, and bought kept surviving. So the real trick is not that red and yellow magically make you hungry. It is that they help turn seeing into craving and craving into a faster yes. Fast food logos are not colored to feed your stomach first. They are colored to speed up the decision that puts food in your hand. If you want more small things with big reasons, subscribe.